Hello again, Ravenhawk here. Just carrying on with the campaign map tutorial strategy and tactics. I've skipped on to real time now from the previous one where I was showing you the bonus objectives achieved and some other elements of why I had these client states. As you can see, since I last showed you back at 1063, Arde, with the help of me selecting targets, have pushed all the way through here and wiped out Venetia. Venetia also, in panic, took this weakened Rome town, got battered while doing it. I thought that was a great opportunity for me to move in there, take that, to create a foothold for me next to Rome. Now I'm in good relationship with Rome, and one of my objectives is to develop a defensive or military alliance with them. I'm not sure how much of a good thing that will be, or whether I should just leave that objective. I've also made Syria a client state as well, so I can move through that territory there and here. They were at war with Gomentia, which is what I used to make them a client state. I declared war on these guys as well, or said I'd join the war if they joined me. So the next turn, these guys wanted peace, so I accepted that. And now they're in a tricky position. If they do attack these guys, they'll create a lot of bad favour, and obviously I'll defend them. So that's hopefully put them at bay. I'm still keeping these relationships friendly because I'm not ready to push east yet. I'm still concentrating on this. In fact, I say that I probably will be pushing east soon. I'm going to finish off Getae. There is a possibility these guys, BFE, will attack me soon, or attack Odrysian. One way or another, I think we might end up in a fight with these guys, or Liguria. Aren't too happy about my ally and myself wiping out Venetia, who they were friends with. So that's a threat. That's a threat that I can see at the moment. These guys, I'm not too sure. They're sort of fighting amongst each other. May use that in my favour. Budini are also fighting these guys, and I'm starting a relationship with them just in case. I need to use that. But my total objective is to take Syria and Asia. So if I take those two, military campaign wise, I've kind of completed, and then it's down to, I believe, victory conditions. Oh, Italia. So that's why, again, why I did put that foothold in there, and why I'm not too keen on the military alliance either. But I could take it by using them as a military alliance. We'll see. See how that pans out. But Syria and Persis, I thought it was Asia. It's interesting. Persis and Syria I need to take. 90 settlements, including these ones. Only got Hellas at the moment. They obviously mean the entire province. Complete control the 6 provinces, right? Yeah. Okay. Maintaining trade relations with 20 factions, got 11. It's one of every strategic, 7 out of 9. So yeah. Completely control the 6 following provinces. These are just different ways of winning the game. I'm more likely to win via military victory, I believe, at the moment. So we'll see. But bonus objectives done. Complete control of provinces. Forge a defensive military alliance. Like I say, it's worth 5,000 gold though. And I've done that research spoiling technology. So in 3 settlements time, I'll get 7.5, 11.5, 14,500. And if I do make this relationship, it'll be 19,500 gold. So I just need 3 more settlements to do that. Okay. I'm having real issues with this politics element. Not quite got my head around it yet. It's probably the only bit I'm really trying to. I did a bit of reading up and trying to put my people, a couple of my guys in bases to help with influence, in capitals to help with influence and develop, you know, diplomacy and stuff there. Because apparently, although you can have them out fighting and that's good, it doesn't help your influence or something. Need to get a bit more detail on that. But I am going to, for the first time, actually marry myself to this other family because it boosts the weaker family's influence. And I'm choosing this guy because he's 39 years of age. He's got second strongest gravitas. Got 2 ambition as well. He's also got some very good stats. I could go for Urathalion, who's their sort of leader of the other family, but he's 41, and you know, I just think it's I just see some better benefits here with this guy overall. So I'm going to be marrying up, getting some favour by marrying into that element of the family, and yeah, that's where we are at the moment. I'm just going to continue to bolster the northern front and get ready to start pushing east soon. So let's see how that all pans out. Okay. So I've married up. It's gained favour, and apparently the balance of power has been readdressed. It's gained me 1 more Garunts, whatever they are. I think they're like government. It's like the balance in the government. I've got 9 people out of 30, I imagine, or 9 diplomats out of 30, something like that. But I'm bad at sort of 30%, but it's still, you know, it's not great. And the other families still have much stronger influence within the sort of, whatever you want to call it. I don't really know what you want to call that. The general government side of the game. They're holding a lot more sway within the government element, or the politics. They have a lot more sway around politics. Apparently, if that does get low, it will cause a civil war. We'll split and be fighting amongst each other until we can apparently come to an agreement and either split the land, or one of us wipes the other out. So not too keen on that idea. I don't think it'll be too healthy towards my overall campaign to start having a civil war. So I'll continue to try and avoid that one. What else are we doing? Got some happiness issues. Obviously, a good way to keep an eye on everything. You've got your faction ownership. You've got diplomatic status. As you can see, there's the slave state there. And Getty, who I'm at war with there. But you can see my friendly blues and their neutrals. It's another good one. Public order is good in all of these, but I've got some minuses kicking in now because squalor. Squalor is probably one of the more difficult ones to manage. Most of my buildings do come with a squalor penalty. Wealth, not too shabby. Not too shabby there at all. Growth has been an issue. I don't know, that's because I haven't researched enough of the city type skills, or whatever you want to call them, to help me with growth boost. But I've got edicts running in 2 of these provinces that give me growth and public order bonuses and what have you. But I need to work more on these capital buildings that generate growth, so I can expand and reduce squalor as well. So yeah, I mean, they had a flood. They're at -3, but the flood they've recovered from now. +1, so you know, I'm teetering. As I said, I took this while I was in a weakened state. I looted it, believe it or not, and I'll hopefully be able to show you a bit more about how to manage that. And I avoided them rebelling. They're still at -62, but I have got them in a positive state now, so we're not heading towards revolt anymore. Culturally, I'm boosting with a dignitary general there as well. I've also got a champion. He needs to level up, so he stopped doing his booster. I'll show you that in a second. So he is kind of just be able to evade enemy agents because I want him to be able to boost the shame I can't buffer that up, but yeah, we'll give him reduce cost and one more authority. I hope it helps when I do re-establish him as military fervor to get these guys all excited about being part of Sparta. You're about to see the effects a champion can have on a city that is not in a positive state. So for example, they're at -3, but my champ's been charging his way through for the last 2-3 turns to get down here.
I hunger for blood
so he can G them all up. You know, they're in
Is there nothing else?
post-flood depression. So we're at -3.
Our ancestors lived
Now we're
for
at +2.
war.
We're at +2 now. I actually thought he was going to do more than that. But I have a plan. I'm also going to bring up one of my quite strong admirals. He's a 2-star, but he's got some good public order bonuses. Bring him into port. Hopefully, we'll see a nice boost.
Your orders?
Yeah, we're up to +8 now. Shy at what is it? I'll take him to normal stance next. This guy seems to have one actual general influence in your province. At the moment, it's this guy in the capital. As I said, I put orders on in this capital on his own. I'm hoping that is what you need to do to apparently it makes him a statesman rather than a sort of general, but I don't think that's quite right yet. I think I have to promote him into statesman.
It is an honor to serve.
Something like that. This is going to develop more. Okay, anyhow, I'll stop boring you and try and get some action going. So I'm going to move this guy out because I may need to leave that admiral in here to manage this. So I may need to swap over my fleet into this
a new course.
admiral. Okay, and we'll quickly move
your orders.
This one out. He's at 2 deep sea, so I'm going to bring him up here. See if he can add some benefits in there as well, because that's that other family's leader here, Uratha Leon. I'm trying to avoid him getting any more bloody influence if I can.
Achilles has nothing on me. We hunger for battle.
So, and over here, I was going to try and take this slave state and take Corsica, but it looks like Rome got there first. Saying that, you know,
ready for orders.
Because of my relationship with him, it seems to think I could back him up, but I'm not going to be backing him up. I'm hoping they're going to bounce straight off him, or at least be weakened enough for me to move in. We'll see how this how that develops as well. Hopefully we'll see some action here soon. I just want to combine those so those soldiers are a bit safer, and I want to be ready to disembark these troops if necessary. Some disembark spots there, so yes. My guys are going to hover
steady as we go
around here and keep tabs on what's going on over there. Okie dokie. And got a defensive foothold here. In case any of these threats push down. Oh, we're going to set a war target. As I said, it's the wrong one. War target. Or diplomacy. Select a new war target as our day have finished doing their business with Venetia. And this is what I was talking about. You can double click there, and if I wanted to, I could select that single army as a war target. Well, I'm going to click on the city for now, moving forward. If this one moves out onto his own, that big Getty army, I'll probably select them and try and, rather than those guys just charging in, if they accept and just going straight for the city and having to fight the whole lot, I'm going to try and soften that army up. So that just shows you there, if you didn't know, you can select individual fleets, armies, or towns as an ally or target. Hope that helps you guys out if you didn't know that. And if you did, good for you. Let's get out diplomacy. This guy is going to dig in. Can't recruit at the moment. Yeah, I'm going to dig him in right on the border. So I've pretty much, as you can see, created a ring around my current threats. And hopefully wipe out Getty. Feeling really secure here now. I think we're done. A good thing to do at the end is just to check you really did do everything.
How can I serve you?
Just check this out. I know I'm not moving these guys. These guys have moved 100 heads.
Fleet reporting.
Yeah, that's all good. So as it gets
your
bigger,
command.
you know, it's so easy to forget doing something. Tell you what, I'm going to put him in defensive stance as well. Might as well. Nothing to lose.
You may as well get comfy, men.
Defensive stance there. Means they build a fort if you haven't seen it. And it is quite a secure fort. You get loads of sort of trap options to put around, to fire pits, things that horses get killed trying to run over or slowed down, and barriers that are really good. And I found a really good way to use those barriers to block two of the doors in, so that the army has to stop as they're trying to get through, and you just massacre them as they're trying to get these barriers down, and then they just funnel into just a sort of slaughter, pincer slaughter.
Commander.
I'm sure we'll get to see that at some point.
Commander.
So yeah. So you can see there,
At your command.
I've done everything I need to. That guy's
Commander.
got a spy in there, just helping out with military intelligence, and then the hostile agent assault.
Yes.
And my other spy is in full, what do you call it? What do they call it? Counterintelligence mode. So he's got a spy network set up. He's protecting local settlements and detecting any agents that might try and move around this area, which is quite likely from these guys. Yeah. Alright, I think we're good. We've got a bit of a... Let's have a look at this actually. Just take a quick look. And click to it from there. Yeah. Oh yeah. Okay, so I'm building a farm to address the food situation here. So that's fine. Sorted in 2 turns. I'm currently researching this that helps me build the next level of your kind of town centre government building. Because like I say, I need to get onto this growth situation down here. Cities are of a good size, as you can see, like Pella is, but I need to be able to... I haven't got the money to do that shit. I need to do that. Yeah, okay, so I'll be getting on to building that one up to level 3. And then it's a question of waiting until that's researched so I can do level 4, get +4 growth. As you can see, we're stagnant. Okay, so let's see what happens on this next turn. Exciting, innit? Exciting. You bought it. Oh, I even had to push my taxes down at the moment to manage that. Sorry guys, that just reminds me. One of these I've got set as not being charged tax at the moment. I think it must be Pelio. I think they're happy enough to pay some money now. Yeah, they certainly are. They can start contributing to the Spartan rule. Spartan victory. Let's do this. Let's end turn before we'll die of boredom. Oh, I might have to change this. I just realised I've got it set on that thing where you can see enemy movements, I think. I've got a feeling I have got it set on that. So apologies that this may take a bit longer than we would like. I may just edit it out. If not, I'll just change it next turn. I actually do quite like to keep an eye on some of those movements. You know, the intel you gain from your areas that aren't in your sort of fog of war. Can be quite useful, especially if you see, you know, some army sailing through your line of sight, and you know, then they disappear again. You know, it's quite important intel. You know, like that for example. Yeah, it's not an enemy, but at least I saw what they were doing. But like I say, there's so many factions, it gets ridiculous how long this actually takes. Your ally is brains move, cool. It's good. Construction report, good. Get some food and cultural happiness. New powers emerged. Good stuff. So that was a pretty uneventful turn. Not much happening there. But let's start to make some stuff happen.